Hello, welcome to my last video diary of the term. Not in my usual place, I've actually come home for the holidays already, but I thought I would show you what I've been up to this week. It's been writing week, DCC week, so it's just been visual product mania, and I'll just show you it on my computer now. So I'll just show you this view. It's in total. I made my visual product on PowerPoint because I know that program very well. I'm very used to it, and I just wanted to be comfortable while I was making this big scary thing. So it's in total 169 slides, which may go up or down depending on the feedback. But yeah, I'll just quickly run through it, however quick I can be. So that is the cover, and I saw this really cool thing in a book and decided to copy it. I'd like to use that more in here actually. So contents, my own photo, and each title has this page, which I don't know if I'll keep, but I like it at the moment. Rationale is here. I also saw in a book this writing down the side, which I quite liked. So yeah, that's rationale. Currently it's only 857 words, so it needs to be a little longer, but that's all I could think of to write at the moment because I don't actually have all the quotes. It's not finished basically. So chapter 1, celebration. So an easy way that I found viewing this was to go like this and to have two versions of it open. Whoops. Two versions of it open, and then I can sort of see what the double page spread will look like. So like that's what it will look like when it's printed out. And I've been doing the citations and also putting the bibliography part underneath, just because I want some sort of confirmation that it's all right before I do the whole bibliography, because it's just a lot of work basically, the bibliography, and I don't want to do loads and then be told it's wrong. So celebration, there's a lot of sort of happiness. I started a bit on history with the clowns, and then on from that like birthday, and like wrapping paper, and then there's this celebration called Burning Man, which happens every year, and I just found this image, which I thought was pretty cool. And then like through wrapping paper I went on to weddings, and wedding decor, and saving money on wedding decor by making your own. I found this amazing picture of from 1947 of a bride with a pom-pom dress. It's a wedding dress. It's incredible. And I found this quote about brides getting a bit braver in their outfit choice, which I thought was cool. This is pom-pom confetti, and then on from that was Christmas, and and like using my own photos. This is a photo from Primark. Trees, wreaths, and like decorations. So I have about 70%, 80% of how many quotes I actually need. There's quite a few like empty slides where I just need to put in a quote. Handmade and Craft, chapter 2. That photo was actually a bit blurry when I printed it out, which I didn't realise on here. It's a shame. I need to sort that out. I really liked this double page spread, so I'll show it to you as double. So this idea of glue gun, and there's 2 quotes here. One is from 2005 saying that art is declining in schools, but crafts are increasing. And then this one's talking about crafts' golden age, which they've now experienced. It's from 2011, so it's a bit later, and it's saying it's supported by the government, which I think is quite interesting. Pom-pom garland, pom-pom rug. Oh, this was interesting. So, I found an author who wrote about basically making crafts higher profile, I guess. And I emailed her, just not thinking she'd reply, and she did. And she lives in New York, and as I emailed her, she was sat in a cafe, and this was the tree that was above her, which I think is incredible. So I got loads of great quotes from her, and obviously they are just my quotes. I've enjoyed doing quite a lot of interviews actually for this. Etsy, of course. Etsy's a really big deal in the arts and in the crafts world. And I found this artist, I guess, this Etsy shop, which does these beautiful pom-pom outfits. And they're quite luxury as well as being handmade. So handmade but also luxury, and then that links onto the luxury chapter. I tried to link them kind of. Quite a lot of like runway stuff in this chapter. Just thinking about pom-poms as luxury, and it's like quite a contrast from what has come before. This is another interview of mine. Brands command price, according to Tom Fisher, who is the who works at the uni actually. Oh, I was quite happy with this one. What I've done is I've split the picture. I put one shoe on one side and one on the other. So that comes, it's 2 pages. I think I need some sort of quotation there. Love these two. Picture from the past, picture from the present. Similar style. I played about with putting having the quotes go larger than the page. £5 pom-pom, £435 pom-pom. Own photo, I think I've shown you that one. Own photo, Claire's accessories. Pom Pom London. And so we finished this chapter with this really cool phone case and this quote about luxury not being practical, basically. And then we're on to Cute and Kitsch and another phone case, this time a bit more cutesy. This chapter's a lot of pink, a lot about indulgence and this idea of whimsical, like Pom Pom, Cherry, and these ideas of if you put a face on it, it will instantly become cuter. That's another own photo from Accessorize. And so these are the two good big interviews that I did. One with my girl called Amy, who does fashion marketing, and so she knows a lot about the sort of stuff, and she had this scarf which I thought was lovely. I just interviewed her a bit about it, what did it mean, why did she buy it, that sort of thing, and what does she think of pom-poms as a whole. And also this girl Kiana, she is a textile design student, second year. She had some interesting things to say about them first being keychains, and then as we saw, like the Fendi stuff, and she thinks they're cute. This lovely tacky image. And then we end with sort of like eroticizing cuteness, which is really odd. I mean, that photo says it all. And that sort of moves on to gender, thinking about this idea of like the male gaze and like having cuteness as something that's sexy, that's sexualized. And we sort of start off with like the catwalk, the really out there stuff. And what I've done with the last chapter is quite a lot of comparison in the last chapter, just because the two genders, just trying to compare the two. So there we've got like our two Christmassy outfits. Obviously this not very sexy, kind of whimsical and still kind of cool, and this like why are all like female dress up things over sexualized? I don't know, this idea of like transforming magic and fashion being transformative. These are this side, some vicars that have pom-poms on their hats, which denote their rank, and this side, just a model with this pom-pom dress on, and a coat from Douse. Like the cute and the whimsical, and the maternal, the responsive, against the aggressive and the forceful, and the just very stereotypical sort of views on this sort of thing. When it comes to pom-poms, it seems like it is quite backwards, I don't know. Like her, she's got them on her top and her shoes. He's just got it on his head. And I've tried this thing where I've cut the quote in half. I don't really know how it's worked, but this is the first instance I've seen a guy with pom-poms on his top. Pom-poms, like, they're quite similar, those styles. It's very rare, really, that I found this. I found this quote about unpleasant Mac dowdy overcoat, like colours of, like sludgy colours that tend to be in guys' fashion. Like, why is that? I don't know. And here I found like one picture, a guy and a girl both wearing pom-poms, but of course they're bobble hats. bobble hat seems to be like the only acceptable practice. I interviewed this guy. He works in retail, and James Harris, and he's got a pom-pom hat, and I just wanted to know, why did you buy a pom-pom hat, and sort of, would you wear anything that has pom-poms on other than a hat? But apparently no, unless you're a clown or girl, pom-poms only belong on hats. Something that I found quite tricky was just ending this, because I don't really know how to end it in sort of a bang. Just ending it saying, girls are more like innovative with pom-poms and guys just wear them on hats. Like, that's not a very happy ending. So yeah, I'll need some guidance on that. Citations list. Illustrations, I only did the first chapter because, again, I want reassurance that it's right. Bibliography as well. And that's that. That's my visual product in a nutshell. So I submitted it to the Dropbox and I printed it out. It cost £5 to print out in colour. I'm dreading how much it's going to cost to print out professionally and in colour as opposed to black and white, which I printed out today. And I handed it in and it all went quite smoothly, but I'm very tired and a bit bored of pom-poms now. But now it's Christmas time, so I won't be posting again for 4 weeks, and I'll at the end of the holiday I'll show you my holiday progress, but I feel like now is a bit of time of rest. We've been going solidly for 10 weeks. It's been mad, it's been a crazy start to third year, but now it's time for a rest, so Merry Christmas, and I'll see you in the new year. Bye!